This training video is to explain the difference between edit form versus update crash form. If a crash has not been submitted to DHSMV, you may edit the form to make any changes regardless if it is in open, validated, reviewed, or accepted status. If a crash form is in submitted status, it means DHSMV has received the crash form and any changes will have to be completed on an update. To edit a crash form, open the form. Under the Home tab, click on Edit Form or use the hotkey Control-E. If you click Edit Form on a crash form that is in a status of validated, reviewed, or accepted, you will see a pop-up window that will advise you that editing this form will change the status of the form to open. Do you want to continue? Click Yes. This will change the status back to open and allow for editing. Once you have made changes to the crash report, you will have to validate the crash form. You can do this either by clicking Validate or using the hotkey Alt-1. Once the Validate Form box appears and says Form has been successfully validated, you will now be moved to View mode. Click OK. If you need to make changes to a crash report that is in submitted status and you were to click Edit Form, a window will appear that will say Form cannot be edited because of its status. Or you may receive a window that will appear that will say Form is in lock status, contact your system administrator. In order to make changes to a form that is in submitted status, you have to do an update to the crash form. Click on Update Crash Form. A box will appear which will ask you, would you like to do an update to this crash? Yes or no? Click Yes. Another box will appear asking for an update reason. Why are you updating this crash? A reason put in this box will only appear internally for your agency. Once you have typed a reason in this box, click OK. Once the update crash form appears, you can now make any changes to the crash form. Once you've completed the changes, click Validate. Once the box appears that says Form has been successfully validated, you will now be moved to View mode. Click OK. On the Forms Manager page, under the Form Type column, you will see a U for Update. If you open up an original crash form, whether it be a long form or short form, and you want to see the updates that go with that form, a box will appear that will say there is a more recent update to this crash. Would you like to open that form as well? Click Yes. You can now view the original crash form or any updates by clicking on the tabs located at the top of the crash form. To view the update reason that you put in at the beginning of the update form, if you go to the original crash form and scroll to the bottom in the form status section, you will see the update reason. This concludes the training video on editing a form versus updating a crash form.